Well, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you what, the fans in Minneapolis are greeting Rhino like he's a long-lost son.
We haven't even got to the match yet, Karch. And right now, everyone, you take a look, they're all on their feet here. Rhino's somewhere in the crowd. Here we go.
You know, there's an often overused expression, Scotty, in wrestling, one tough SOB. But if that doesn't fit the War Machine, the man-beast Rhino, I don't know what does. And the Black Stallion, no pushover. But I'm not sure I'd want to be in the ring with this guy.
Yeah, Black Stallion, he's been around for years. He's been around. He's one of these guys. He's just, you know, week in and week out, he's out there. I mean, each and every week, but he's got his hands full tonight, more than his hands full with Rhino.
And will you tell me, what in the world is that accompanied the Black Stallion to the ring? It looks like a dandelion gone bad. I'm talking about that test pattern, that goof, high roller Mongo.
Careful, careful, careful. Mongo is a friend of mine, Mick Karch, and has been for years.
For both.
I am super happy to see Mongo back out there tonight with the Black Stallion.
Look at the fans already. They're on the case of the Black Stallion, and Mongo, I was going to say he's going to pull his hair out, but obviously he beat me to that. The War Machine Rhino certainly has carved a niche for himself in professional wrestling, not only in ECW, not only in WWE, but TNA, of course. This guy, wherever he has gone, he has cut through the opposition, cut a swath through them. One of the most recognizable personalities in all of wrestling, a no-nonsense guy. He goes in there straight ahead and gets the job done.
You can tell right now, from the moment that Rhino came out here into this crowd, these people are behind him, and there's a reason for that, Mick. The reason these people are behind him is because, just like you said, he's been everywhere, and the people follow him. And I don't know what Mongo's talking to Black Stallion about right now, but I hope it's something good, because I'm not sure that it doesn't look good for Stallion tonight.
I'm not sure what strategy Mongo could possibly impart to the Black Stallion that has anything to do with athletics anyway, but let's not denigrate the wrestling ability and the skills of the Black Stallion, because you know as well as I do, Scotty, up here in this part of the country, in the upper Midwest, he has also made a terrific name for himself. Main eventing, winning championships. He is built like the proverbial brick blank house, and he will be more than a test for the War Machine.
He will be. For years, I've wrestled the Black Stallion many, many times, and each and every night, it was always a fight. This kid, I mean, he's got something to prove tonight. If you're going to prove it, it might as well be against a national superstar like Rhino.
There's a boot to the midsection. The Black Stallion out of Las Vegas. Oh, look at Rhino. Look at Rhino. You're not going to mess with him. You want to go toe-to-toe? There's the guy that'll do it with you. Shoulder tackle dropped down by Stallion. Attempted hip toss. Watch it. Oh, wait. Human chest. Oh, there's a shot. Right, 2 shots to the jaw. Stallion hard into the buckle. I don't care if you're the Black Stallion or not. Do you really want to go toe-to-toe with Rhino?
I don't think you do, because when you watch Rhino, he rears back. Big hip toss right there. He rears back with those big fists and unloading them into the stomach of the Black Stallion. And there you go, Black Stallion. He needs to take a little time out.
The man's calling for time. He's signaling for time. And then, of course, there you got his personal whatever he is, personal attendant, mongoose, whatever he is. Rhino's not waiting for Stallion to get back into the ring. He's expanded the playground a little bit here at the convention center. 2 guys that you just don't want to get in between when they're throwing those haymakers.
I'll tell you what, I've been out of the business for a few years. Right now, I can't find any reason. I'm thinking why I would want to be in the middle of this right here. These guys, I mean, they're out there on the floor right now. I got my track shoes on tonight, Karch, because if they head back here, I'm hightailing. You'll be on your own.
Thanks. As usual, history repeats itself once again. Just don't push me off the podium like you did years ago at the Crystal Community Center.
That was not me. I think that was all you.
Referee Jay Solt is obviously giving these 2 men a little leeway here. He knows the mentality, he knows the physicality that these 2 are capable of in that ring. 3 shots to the jaw by Rhino. Whipped off the, oh man, hard into the buckle. Stallion with that big running clothesline.
Tell you what, Jay Soltis, I know in the past, I've seen Jay Soltis get caught in the corner a couple times. He needs to be very careful tonight. This is going to be one night he doesn't want to get caught in the corner and end up getting a splash from one of these guys, because he'd be out of commission for a long time.
I might go pay one of these guys off. It's just, of course, if Soltis is hosting some pay-per-views coming up, maybe I want to hold off a little bit. I want a little that sloppy Joe.
That's right, referee Jay Soltis. He's been around for years. Gotta love him.
The senior official here in the stadium. Wait a minute. Look at Mongo on the outside of the ring. The human Q-tip.
I'll slap you right now, ref.
But you notice he's not getting in the ring. It's all from the safety of the ringside floor.
Well, hopefully he's smarter than that. Hopefully he's smarter, than to get in the ring. Now, if his buddy was out there with him, I mean, he probably would get in the ring because obviously not the sharpest pencil in the drawer.
Well, it's another story altogether. You could write a book about those guys. Black Stallion and Rhino, ladies and gentlemen, part of this tremendous card. On behalf of Jerry Lynn, who is wrestling his final match here tonight. And wait a minute, his feet are on the ropes. Referee caught him. Jerry Lynn wrestling his final match in his hometown where it all started after an illustrious career where he captivated audiences all over the country, all over the world.
He did. Jerry's one of those guys where you just look back and say, if there's someone that you have a lot of respect for who did things the right way and always did them the right way, I mean, Jerry's that guy. I look back, I had an opportunity to face him on a couple. There it is, Mongo once again. He's sticking his nose in there. Unbelievable. When Jay Soltis is back, his turn, Mongo takes advantage, which I wouldn't expect anything less. But back to Jerry Lynn, the one guy, he's always done it right, and I have so much respect for him for doing it the right way and doing it his way.
So many of the wrestlers that I've talked to, Scotty, it's a recurring theme. To a man, they talk about the professionalism. They talk about the integrity. They talk about the work ethic of Jerry Lynn. They refer to him as a role model. And if that's the legacy that Jerry leaves this business, then good for him.
Jerry's one of those guys. This might be his last match, but he's not done in the wrestling business. Jerry has a great mind. He's a well-liked guy. Someone is going to pick him up. He'd make a great agent, for a big company. He'd make a great trainer for any company to get these guys to the next level. He's been there. He knows what it takes. From that standpoint, he knows what it takes in Japan. He knows what it takes in the U.S., Canada, the world for that matter. He knows what it takes to be a great wrestler.
The crowd wanting to get Rhino back into this one as that chin lock has been held for a while by Stallion. Rhino pounding his way out here. Couple of shots. Big elbow. Boy, I tell you what, Stallion is no small man. He's got to go in there about 250 himself. Oh, Rhino with that shoulder. That's not a shoulder. That's a wall going into the stomach. Oh, good Lord.
Big suplex there by Stallion trying to call a timeout after that suplex. That's not going to happen. You mentioned that big shoulder. That one in the corner, that one is just a precursor to what might happen right here.
Look at this. Rhino setting up for the gore. The crowd certainly wants him to deliver that gore to the Black Stallion. Stallion, oh, wait a minute. Mongo tried to pull the foot of Rhino. Not a smart move, Mongo.
I don't know if I would beg. I would run.
Black Stallion ready to be had. He's easy pickings in the middle of the ring. Mongo on the outside of the ring being chased by Rhino. This is not going to be a pretty sight. He's in there. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I believe
he was just counted out.
The Stallion, with the assistance of Mongo, who distracted Rhino on the outside of the ring. Rhino failed to meet the 10 count.
Wait a second.
Oh, this one is out. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Ah! Oh, boots. He gored him out of his boots. They're going to need a spatula to clean up what's left, the remnants of high roller Mongo.
Well, I'm not 100% sure, but this guy, I mean, Mongo, he's got to be out. He took that gore. He is about a quarter of the size of this guy Rhino, and wow, the crowd is loving it. The crowd right now, they're standing, seeing what's going on. Mongo is on the floor. Incredible.
Well, Mongo has suddenly turned into his own three-man tag team combination. He's in pieces on the ring apron, and good, that's what he gets.